Hello, and let's get finally into the Tangled series. Two or three small things that I didn't knew. First of all, I didn't knew that you guys had already commented on Before Ever After. I actually did forgot. I might have been the one rendering the original audio commentary, but I completely forgot about it.
That was because Teo, that was back in 2017. That was because Teo, that was back in 2017 when the pilot had just aired. It was supposed as something where we maybe would also lead into the series, but it never came to fruition. So
it's funny how much stuff has changed. Disney Plus wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, you guys were mentioning Netflix. That's cute. But before we start properly with episode one of season one, titled "What the Hair," I think that to mention that I didn't make much of a research when it comes to the development of the series. There is kind of a reason also why some of the stuff that we mentioned, like season 3 not having as many episodes as we thought it might have had. This is unfortunately kind of an acclaimed flop because despite having technically an audience, Before Ever After apparently had half of the audience that Descendants 2 had around the same time.
What is wrong with people?
And there was also declining advertising and merchandising. But someone at the higher ups of Disney was committing to seeing this, to the finish line because they had greenlit all of it, properly. And they even gave it a 6-disc Blu-ray set, apparently exclusive to the Disney Movie Club. So it's clearly a thing that was not made necessary to say to make money at least later down its cycle, and instead was kept it just for the sake of the art.
I think I can explain that. See, here's the thing. One thing people don't forget is that this series started development and planning back in 2012, before Frozen was a thing. So at the time, Tangled was Disney Animation's most successful movie financial in years. However, when Frozen became the big hit, Disney executives were much more gung-ho on merchandising Frozen and putting it in front and center. So by the time this series came about, Tangled was, as far as the executives at Disney were concerned, old news. So
I wouldn't say it was so much old news. It was more just the sake that Frozen had overshadowed it to the point where a lot of people almost were scratching their heads going, Tangled? Oh yeah, that movie, when, Before Ever After surfaced.
Yeah, so that being said, like Teo said, yeah, the truth of the matter is that all the seasons were green. Season 2 was greenlit before this one started. Season 3 was greenlit before season 2 started. So technically, the show didn't really have any difficulty continuing. So I guess
there is one thing. I've done a bit of digging, and while we don't know for certain that there was supposed to be a season 4, there is a lot to suggest that there was supposed to be a season 4. You don't even have to take my word for it. Let me put it like this. Season 3 is the one that pretty much just feel like they had to rush to squash everything in there to the point where they pretty much axed the filler in that one here and there. And again, going off of the apparent strained production of Season 3 and whatnot, it's definitely seeming like, while they initially did have the 3 seasons in mind, my guess is that the plans expanded to 4 seasons, but then had to be squashed back down to 3. Not too dissimilar from how Legend of Korra kind of had its thing going on with Season 2, where initially they thought they were getting a full season, only to then be pushed back down to 12 and all that.
Alright, we dwindled too much enough. So, start your copy, or at least the Disney Plus version, because again, as we mentioned, finally this should be available roughly for everyone, most everyone on Disney Plus. Before before the opening of With the Song Wind in My Hair, just right as it's about to start. In 3, 2, 1, click.
I will say this, Disney Plus is definitely going to make a lot of our future commentaries a lot easier. Well, I mean, it already kind of has, but you get the point.
Lion Guard, anyone?
We can no, thank you.
Hey, guys, how about the Aragon series they announced?
Hey, here's a better idea. How about Buzz Lightyear Star Command? Oh, wait.
Hang on, yes, Dwibs?
We can all finally watch Dog's first movie.
Dwibs, You seem to be the only one who cares about Dagobah from us. Sorry.
Can we get the Owl House season 2 over here, please, so I can shove that in everyone's faces?
It's too gay, Fury. Sorry.
Fuck you, Disney.
You know,
all right. Let's get.
It's weird because we've got Owl House. I believe we have Owl House over here in the States on Disney Plus.
We have season 1 only so far.
Ah.
But anyway, back to
Royal Shenanigans.
And now... Oh, that's Donna Murphy, reprising her role as Mother Gothel.
And of course, Rapunzel has her hair tied up because we can't animate that really long hair throughout this entire show.
Yeah, it kind of costs money.
You were saying?
And there's the hair.
Well, remember, to be fair, this is 2D animation. If I remember correctly, it's in free animation that it becomes harder to animate hair.
I mean...
But the point is that Ramsey is having clearly some PTSD.
That or prophetic dreams of the future.
What are you eating?
I like this one.
Is that an omelette? Like weird omelette?
What passes for being it?
No. That's eggs, toast, and bacon.
Okay, can I just say that whoever wrote this episode gets me? Because I've had so many times where me and Vanessa are eating and Vanessa tells me that exact same thing that the queen just said to the king. No, I'm eating. Look, see, I did this. See?
So it's not just about a PTSD, but about where she feels that her dreams are trying to tell her something.
Well, but the presence of Mother Gothel is clear that she still feels fear constrained about her past and everything.
We're going to talk about this later anyway.
Hey.
Yeah, this is another thing that... Yeah, this is another thing that... hold on. Yeah, it's another thing you have to remember, basically, this is actually her first time being a lady-in-waiting for Cassandra, I mean, specifically, because they needed one for Rapunzel. So obviously she's not particularly, super into
yeah,
because, as we all know, she would much rather be a guard of a kingdom guard, obviously, to follow in her father's footsteps, obviously.
Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Earlier, Cassandra does get on my nerves, especially of how she shears Eugene out. Like, come on, lady, he's supposed to be the dear antagonist of the Tangled franchise. You can't exactly be shooing him out that much.
Yeah.
Boo.
There was that one mime. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that was Goofy that killed the mime. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, look, that's an ugly duckling.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful, Eugene. You might start glitching out again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's on world tour.
I wonder if that's translation for we couldn't get his actor back.
No, actually, it makes Brad Garrett does eventually come in when because Ken will have his own episode eventually.
I'm not even sure it's a case of he was expensive to hire, to be honest.
No, it's not that. Remember, at the end of the movie, it's established that Ken becomes a famous pianist, so it makes sense that he would go on a world tour.
Mm-hmm.
And Brad Garrett nowadays doesn't really have that much to do. He's mostly just a voice actor.
Well, did a Sonic movie recently?
Yeah, like I don't even remember the last time I saw him in a live action role.
Wait, probably since the Sonic movie. Who was he in that?
He did the minor, one of those additional voices type of thing, if I remember correctly.
I think he had a physical minor role as well.
Oh, did he?
Hey, it's a good poem. Come on.
Maximus is bored.
Poetry really is not for everyone.
Thematic.
I do like. By the way, one thing that I would like to mention in relation to the movie, I do like how Maximus at this point has kind of become Eugene's bro of sorts. You know, he even helps him and tells him, "Look, she's going somewhere."
Shorty, no.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I mean,
all the things this series does, I
Sorry,
don't expect
Pedro.
even to give Shorty
I mean,
much more screen time.
they could just leave.
Oh, there's
Wait, do they have any other hobbies though?
Varian, it's probably a lot of work just to set up always having smoke around for whenever
Progress
somebody might
never
come in.
stops.
Don't you see? It's great for presentation.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a wizard. He has to set an example.
Logic of Tom and Jerry cartoons. Don't fail me now. Oh noes.
How will Raps and Cass get out of this one? Yeah. Remove that pathetic wizardry shit out of here. Yes. Meet my favorite character in the entire series, Varian.
Yeah.
He's an alchemist for one.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemy and magic are two different things, despite
Exactly.
how many times people mix
Also,
them up.
Raccoon.
Again, he's wonderful with the presentation. Seriously, has the big cloak, the mask, the booming voice under that.
So Varian's voiced by Jeremy Jordan.
Apparently it was hired just because the people behind the series knew about him and they wanted to cast him in a role.
Huh. So this is probably his one big role, apparently.
Wasn't he like in Broadway before this or something?
Well, okay. I should mean like, on the silver screen.
Okay.
Just as long as you don't ask about human transmutation, we're fine.
Yeah, and keep any dogs away from the girls, please. I'm surprised you know about that one, Shiroi.
She said it to you in the
Everyone
past,
knows
Rob,
about.
memes travel far and wide. Maximus, you're better than this.
Come
Fair
on,
too,
man.
he's hungry.
Yeah, he's hungry.
Oh, that's
There.
just insult to injury.
Movie callback.
I did ask for a. Oh,
I'll remember that's the song she plays. Well, she
And
used to
yet
play
it's
to
not
make that.
it's not having effect.
Yeah.
hair.
My computer can do that. Yeah! Strap me in! And God help whatever happens to me.
Yeah.
Look, so
Wait,
long
don't
as...
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate her enthusiasm, but
Oh,
I get the
wait.
feeling she's a bit too excited.
Hold
Probably.
on. It's a good thing Pascal got off of her before anything freaky happened. Oh, that was easy.
Huh.
Might as well mention.
Also, small callback to the Mad Doctor short. That's cute.
Yeah. Again, a lot of subtle Disney references in this show. But
Yeah.
honey,
can
this
explain,
this isn't what it looks like.
Again,
Well, actually, it kind of is what it looks like.
trust
What
me.
does this look like again?
Trust me, it could have been way, way worse.
And then Eugene's like, "Honey, I didn't know you were into this kind of stuff."
Oh snap!
Oh, he's
Even
a
even as a
fanboy.
wanted poster, but gets the roles right.
Yes, Varian actually got the one poster got his nose right as part of his collection. There you go. That's why there's no other good posters out there, because Varian has got the only one.
Oh, this is awkward. Yeah.
Also, yes, Varian has a lightsaber of sorts.
Anyway, might as well mention something on my end as well about Varian. Over here, Varian is voiced by one of the new up and coming voice actors in my country, who's still in his late 20s still.
Neat.
So he's able to voice. And don't get me wrong, I love Jeremy Jordan in this role, but I will definitely say that the Portuguese I will definitely say that the Portuguese actor does a better job in sounding age appropriate, at least. But again, Jeremy Jordan's still great anyway.
Oh yeah.
Especially for someone who has never voice acted before, I'm assuming.
Kind of wearing your heart on your sleeve there, Eugene.
He's not wrong.
This is probably the greatest day of his life. He gets visited by both royalty and his idol. Oh,
Welcome
boy.
to my creepy basement.
So about that shrine to you that I have upstairs.
Is this the part when the Chimera comes out and says, Eugene, son?
Look, I'm just a fan,
yes, it
okay?
is.
People, look, I'm just a fan, okay? People are allowed to be fans of other people, as long as they're not creepy about it, which I am not.
I'm curious, Shuri, which version of that do you prefer? Original version or Brotherhood version?
I haven't seen the original. Only Brotherhood.
He named this chemical after him.
My stance is essentially that while Brotherhood is definitely the better one overall, the original one handles like the earlier half of the story better. Honestly, Brotherhood...
I've also seen the iffy live action movie.
Oh, right, that was a thing.
TLDR, it wasn't. You can tell that the people at least cared about what they were making.
Okay. All the time,
Is everything under
Avarian.
control?
And thankfully, you are not
I
mutated.
have a concussion.
Yet.
That literally involved shocking her. It's amazing she's not dead.
We're almost close to the end of the test. Come on.
Only 8 more trials, or tests, rather.
I mean, wherever we can get one of those. Uh-oh.
Yep. Thank you, Varian.
6 more.
Oh, boy.
It's always the pressure.
That.
He named an element after him. Oh, but there's only one test left. Don't you want to stay for that now?
It's the most crucial.
Well, shit.
There we go. We're done. Oh.
No. Well,
Shit.
and there go the results.
And all the color, apparently.
Huh, yeah. Stuff suddenly became dark and gray.
This is
Desaturated.
this is basic animation logic. Like whenever there's a more serious moment, the color scheme dims slightly. If you pay attention to animated films, that happens all the time.
Again?
And he died. Well, that was the end of Tangled. Final thoughts?
What a short series.
I might have believed that if we didn't have literally the wedding short that lets us know that they'll live. Oh, wait, that's right. Yeah, her hair is indestructible.
Even though she lost the ability to heal, she now has a hair shield ability.
Tips.
That was 1 in a million.
And there's
Also,
Varian's dad.
Gaston, what are you doing here? What happened?
Ooh,
An older Gaston.
let himself go.
I don't actually forgot who voices Varian's father.
Oh yeah, as implied by both Varian and his father's line, this is not the first time Varian has damaged the
right,
village with his
sure.
experiments.
Current is voiced by Jonathan Banks.
Okay. Yeah.
Max is gonna kick your ass.
Well, at least we got out of that situation.
And the raccoon died by suffocating.
He'll be fine. Although, do we want to maybe see a variant?
Yes,
gonna be
yeah, we do. He's very
dedicated about all of the animal sidekicks.
Not to mention he's Varian's pet. So
Everybody gets a pet side. It's like the king and I.
oh, hold on.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh,
spikes.
boy.
Are spreading. Okay.
Okay.
And unfortunately, done a bit of a bomb note to me because song.
Yeah, which is weird. Why
Any
get?
field.
Why get? You have men do more. User. What the fuck?
Not just
Why?
that, this creates a couple of tonal dissonance because a lot of episodes do end on a wham note or a cliffhanger, and then you get this super peppy, song for the credits. It's just
I will say
No.
this about the songs. I like them for the most part, but yeah, not every song in the show is a winner.
also.
I'll argue the Alan Menken ones are. It's just that this one is not done by Alan Menken.
Also,
Again,
since
like
you
there
were
are some
asking-
other songs that I'm not as too keen on, which we'll see later on in this series, but you get what I mean. And like I said, the credit song is one of those.
Also, since you were asking, Pedro, the two most recent live-action role that Brad Garrett did are two movies called Gloria Bell and Cha-Cha Reels Move. But I don't know anything about these.
I have no fucking clue what those movies are.
Cha-Cha Real Spin.
It's one in 2022 this year, apparently, so there is that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for episode 1. What the hair. So, thoughts, Vips?
I liked it.
That's it. I liked it too. Joy?
Shiroi, yeah.
Oh, no, this was this is just another good one, I guess. Introduced new characters.
Mm-hmm.
More hindsight being a bitch. I'm not sure what else to say, honestly. I just really like this show.
All right, Jova.
Yeah, no, this is a good episode. Again, Cassandra kind of does get on my nerves still in this one. But hey, on the positive side, we got the introduction of Varian. Now, Varian is definitely a great addition to the Tangled franchise here and there. And as you'll see, will grow with quite a bit of potential overall. Again, like the animation continues to be good. And while again, the stakes are kind of down because we know Eugene and Rapunzel are fated to survive. Otherwise, their wedding episode is a flipping paradox. No, it's got some decent action for a first episode as well. And again, at least we do get it so that Rapunzel and Eugene are on the same page. So good stuff.
I actually really like season 1's more, well, what's happening today in Corona, more slice of life compared to the seasons 2 and 3, actually, which are much
It
more.
is apparently a point of contention from what I've seen.
Having seen the whole series, I do kind of agree that I do feel like season 1 had the best balance in that regard.
I don't know. That's the thing, Joe. Like Theo said, apparently people like seasons 2 and 3 a lot more than season 1.
No. He said it's about a contention, as in it's a very split debate. Some people prefer season 1, some people prefer season 2 or 3 and whatnot.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, it's one of those cases where season 1 works great for fleshing out Corona, the kingdom itself, because the kingdom itself got little to no attention in the movie itself. So
Definitely, yeah. And if you prefer that, the seasons 2 and 3 may let you down since those are definite. Well, okay, season 3 is back in Corona, but it's not so much focused on it per se.
well, to be fair, we have to get going with the primary plot at some point, obviously.
Oh, like I mentioned, season 3 is pretty much where they definitely had to put the pedal to the metal. But again, we're here talking about season 1 right now, so yeah. So,
Sure.
Tio, your final thoughts?
Yeah, that leaves me. Honestly, yeah, great start. Again, like you said, I did not made a secret that I generally love Varian as a character, and as the series, the franchise progresses, not just for season 1, you will be able to see just how, because this is clearly not a one note. Though I do agree with Pedro, the fact that season 1 serves to establish, because again, we have almost no foundation at all when it comes to Corona. So season 1 is crucial to put a base onto the world building, but to me, it's a complementary thing. This season 1 does this, so season 2 can actually move on to that. I do believe I like both, all the seasons, just for different ways and how they complement each other. I don't really think, having to be split about them just because on the themes is really something that at least personally I would have noticed, to be honest. But it's something that can be elaborated more definitely in between seasons or when it becomes more apparent. For the purpose of this one, it is nice. There is also the fact that, as you might have noticed, towards the end, Cassandra decides to put trust in Eugene when it comes to, having to save, to at least to save Raps. Mind you, it's just a small step. It's not like the characterization has flipped over in the next episode, they're hunky dory and everything because of this. But again, it's at the very least, the writers, trying to acknowledge the thing and trying to actually moving forward. I think I didn't mention it properly, only just, mentioning briefly what I think about it. But again, the key word with this character development of Cass, especially towards Eugene, is to essentially be patient. It's a long series, and for a good reasons. Things cannot just change like that from day 1 to day 2.
When it comes to Cass's, the two primary most important episodes for Cassandra are episodes 4 and 5. 4 because it sets some seeds for season 3. Fans would exactly know what I'm talking about. And episode 5 is where we finally have an episode entirely dedicated to Cassandra and Eugene, where they kind of sort things out, basically.
There is also the fact that, as also slightly hinted at that, Cassandra also, despite being the lady in waiting and everything, might not really put completely trust in Rapunzel either. And this will be showcased also later in this very first season as well. So there is that too. But without further ado, see you for the next episode, which is called Rapunzel's Enemy. See ya.